Well, Rusty finally gets to go to his doctor's appointment. Yeah, more updates on my BP issues and the DOT card. Also a flipped over bulk tanker in South Dakota. Load updates and more on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, you know him, you love him. Joe can't live without him. It's Rusty, the world famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, Rusty's still in this part of the opening, if he'll stop squirming. Because, of course, that's what most of this one's about. Well, I finally got him to the vet after I had to cancel that appointment a week ago, remember, because my alternator seized up. And so we had to deal with that instead of being able to get him to the vet. But made a 3:30 p.m. appointment barely on Friday, right? So we got you in. So he got his checkup, and they said, yeah, he's doing okay. He's just an old cranky man, which he is, right, Rusty? And I'm not sure if I can ever get him groomed again, but they did refill his medication, so he should be able to stay happy. It's basically doggy ibuprofen, because it was a little over a year ago that I first had issues with him where his muscles are seizing up and all that, and basically he was in so much pain he couldn't even get out and poop and all that. So once he's been on this, it's been keeping him going. I mean, he's an old dog. He's over 15 years old. But, which is pretty old for a Lhasa Apso, which is what Rusty is. So, you know, the vets have agreed again, well, let's just keep him on that. It's not the best thing for his kidneys, but she said his kidneys are actually showing a little bit better, you know, especially for his age and everything. You know, if you're bringing his doggy age, he's much older than me. So, you know, we're not sure how much longer Rusty has, but, you know, the main thing with dogs, I've had enough dogs over the years to know, when they stop eating, that's when they're done. But he's still always happy about his food, and of course he loves his bacon strips. So yeah, I said the words. I know they'll be coming up here in a little bit. So yeah, his checkout went pretty good. What you doing, Rusty? Huh, Rusty? What you doing? Yep, we're at the vet. Banfield Pet Hospital and the PetSmart in Woodbury, Minnesota. And he's just had his blood work, so waiting for them to find the results on that and come back and give us the rundown. Right, Rusty? Yeah, so after his visit, yeah, they said, yeah, he's you know, exhibiting typical old man issues, you know, which he is now. And I told him how, you know, last time I tried to get him groomed, he bit him when they tried to get around his face. So I had to finish grooming on the face. So I think if I ever do bring him in to get groomed again, I'm gonna have to say, all right, if you can just bathe him and do his body and stuff like that, then don't do his face, because he's probably not gonna tolerate it. As a matter of fact, I trimmed him up just last night. See, I trimmed all around his little, you know, his little snout here. I needed to get a little bit more off of that, you know, his little beard down underneath. See how he kind of tends to want to snap? So that's what he did to that groomer, obviously. I will tolerate that a little bit more than somebody else would. But, you know, if I can get a little more, because he looks more like Tony Beats from Gold Rush with that down there. But yeah, I got him around his nose. Yeah, see, he just gets reactionary. But, and I need to get a little bit more off the top of his head. So, I'm just going to have to keep doing that, because now you're not going to let other people do it for you, are you? Yeah, I know. You try to butter me up. So, I think that's kind of changed. But, you know, just chill out, just stay steady. But they put him back on his medication. It's called Galliprant. Like I say, it's basically doggy ibuprofen. And they gave me a 3-month supply of that before he has to be seen again. So we're just trying to keep you as comfortable as we can, because we know you're kind of towards the end of your life there, doggy, right? So, you know, like I say, still excited about his food and all that. Of course, he has to wear the doggy diaper all the time now, because he'll just squat anywhere on the toilet, on my bed, on his pet bed, on the floor, you know. So if I don't keep that on him, he would be a dead dog, believe me. I live in such a tiny space that, you know, okay. And I did find a little bit better brand of the diapers. See, I don't know if you can see right here. Yeah, that's what he's wearing. I found one that's a little bit more absorbent, because he started to overflow his other ones sometimes, and then I'd still have stuff to clean up. But these seem to be doing better, right? Yeah, so they're about twice as much money. Boy, the amount of money I spend on you right now, more than on me, right? Hope you appreciate it, dog. Hope you appreciate it. So with pets, dogs, it's hard to say how much longer he's going to live. But, you know, he's been with me for over 15 years in the truck, or a truck. This is like the fourth one he's been in. So we're just trying to keep him happy. He still seems to enjoy being with me. He still runs around when he's outside. He's basically a happy dog overall. So we'll give him his doggy meds and keep him diapered, and you know, until he's just kind of done. So you never know when that's going to happen. Okay, before we get to my medical stuff, you know, we try to do it in order of importance here. Rusty, and then of course idiots and asshats doing stupid things on the road, and then we'll get to me, whatever. All right, in South Dakota, after I picked up in Glen Rock, Wyoming, I just crossed into South Dakota from Wyoming on Highway 20, I think it is. Anyway, there's a curve in the road where it's a 2-lane highway. They'd gotten quite a bit of snow the last couple of days, and I think this had happened at least a day or two ahead of time. But there was a tow truck on the scene there. They were trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, one of those bulk tanker trucks had flown off the corner and flipped himself over. And now the clutch trucker zoom and slow-mo. All right, look at this. This could not have been fun. Look at that. Cabs all smashed in. There's the tanker, bulk tanker sideways. Yeah, that does not look like a fun ride. What do you think? Oh. All right, and yeah, so last time I talked to you, it was Tuesday night. I was in Lyman, Colorado, and it was cold as rut there, too. Like, it felt like -8. Did get to have dinner with my wife to celebrate our anniversary, a couple weeks late, but it was nice. Just she and I, so we did that. Made it up to Orange Junction Wednesday night, where again, it was like, felt like 15 below. Picked up in Glen Rock the next day, where it felt like, you know, 8 or 2 or something ridiculous like that. They were having trouble at the plant there, but they had enough stockpile to get me loaded. And then made it all the way across to, where did I go? Plankinton, South Dakota. And heavy winds, and again there it was like 2 degrees, felt like, you know, 27 below. Oh my God. I am so tired of all the super, super cold weather where it feels like much, much below zero. You know, and then of course we delivered in Glen Rock today, today being Friday, or Saturday, I'm sorry, the 22nd, because we picked up Thursday, delivered Saturday. And then now I picked up another load in Wisconsin Rapids. Now I'm down here in Story City, Iowa, and check this out. Yeah, it's not like feels like below 27 below zero. It's above zero that it feels like. I'll take that, because everywhere I've been, it seems like the last month and a half, it's been feels like well below zero. And I'm heading down to Texas, baby. Yeah, so when I haven't heard about another lignite load yet, I'm like, well, fine, I'm going down where it's warm. So this load I picked up goes down to Arlington, Texas for a Monday delivery. And if I don't hear about the lignite coming up, I may just stay down that way, stay in the south, try to be where at least it's above freezing, above 32. Hello, that'd be nice for a change. Yeah, and as far as my stuff, you know, if you've been following me, you know, I only got the 3-month health card, the DOT physical card, because my blood pressure was up. And I did get to the doctor there in Glen Rock. They did put me on some meds. I've been on them for a little over a week now. And I did talk to them the other day and said, hey, I'm coming back through on Thursday. Do you need me to come back in? And they said, no, we want to wait a little bit longer, maybe another couple of weeks. Keep track of how your blood pressure is doing, which I've been doing every day. And it's been doing much better. Within a couple of days of me going on the meds, it shot right down closer to where it should be. Because you need to be, you should be basically below 140/90. And within a couple of days of taking the meds, and like I say, I've been on them for, you know, what, 7, 8, 9, 10 days now? Something like that. It's been consistently below that, which is great. So I'm back into where I need to be. We're just going to keep monitoring for another week or two. Then I'm going to hopefully have another load. I tend to do the lignite, you know, if not every week, every other week, every third week. So hopefully I'll be able to go back through and then go ahead and get the DOT physical done again so that I can get something more than a 3-month card. Somebody in the comments did say that if you're on medication to control your blood pressure, that they'll only give you the 1-year card. I haven't heard of that, but that may be true. But, hey, 1 year's fine. That means I can just keep working, which is what I have to do, because I got to keep earning money for the family. That's the only reason I'm out here. I don't do this just because I like living in a tiny box and being away from my family all the time. What do you think? Not to mention dealing with breakdowns and blah, 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 blah. This is kind of a tough lifestyle. So hopefully soon we'll get back in there and we'll get that at least 1-year card. So a little bit of the pressure's off, and I've been feeling a little bit better too, which is nice. So hey, there's a bonus. Okay, so on my way to Arlington, Texas, which is in the middle of the Dallas-Fort Worth area for this delivery on Monday morning. Don't have anything booked past that. We'll just see what happens. Monday I'll just get on the horn and start trying to see what I can find load-wise. And if I need to head back towards Wyoming, well, I can. If not, like I say, I think I'll stay. I think I'm going to try to stay in the southern states where it's a little bit warmer. I'm tired of freezing my ass off. All right, well, thanks for tuning in for that one. You had to give you the Rusty update, medical stuff, my medical update, and some load updates. And we of course got to show you that one bulk taker who probably had a nasty ride flipping off the road. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment, share, thumbs up, and all that jazz. Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter X, where I usually put Rusty stuff. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Sorry, folks. Park's closed. Moose out front should have told you. Okay, you ready? You ready? This is where he still acts like a puppy. He loves those begging strips, right, baby? And sing it with me. Why? Because he's a begging strip dog. Oh, yeah. Well, he's a begging strip dog. Oh, here's another one. Sometimes he eats too fast and he starts to cough. He's a begging strip dog. Loving him. Yep, that's where you still act like a puppy, right? All right. Happy dog look, Rusty.